Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome to the Real Watchers live stream for July 22nd, 2026. Of course, my name is Garrett.
And I'm Kevin.
And we are your lovely co-hosts. Hope you're having a fantastic week so far. Kevin, how the hell have you been?
Pretty good. I mean, went to go see maybe one of the best movies of the year so far, in my opinion. We'll get into that later, but it was awesome to see everybody in the theaters this week, too. It was very cool to see that.
Kevin went and saw Young Washington. No, I'm just kidding. Anyhow, I've been doing all right. I've been having a pretty good week so far, actually, all things considered. So let's go ahead and kind of just jump right in. Had some comments here. We have a dab. Not over at Horn Moore. Hope you're doing well.
I'm not dabbing.
It's a funny little emote. I like it. Any news on the whole Paramount thing that might happen in September? Well, we'll talk about that up first. That is the first story to talk about this week, which is a federal judge here in the United States has paused the Paramount Warner Brothers merger after the lawsuit brought forward by 12 different U.S. states, as well as the Writers Guild of America, which the Writers Guild is seeking a separate injunction to pause this. So this is in relation, to the 12 U.S. states that have brought lawsuits forward because they've successfully argued that this could be detrimental to the industry, which we've been talking about that all year, it feels like, about how this would be detrimental. This doesn't mean that it's over. It's just a 2-week pause on anything for the judge to review kind of the case further. We might see potential other things happen because there's another lawsuit where one of the Paramount insiders is alleging that, or one of the Paramount stockholders is alleging that Donald Trump is getting some sort of bonus in his pocket for this, which would be a huge no-no. Not that that's ever stopped this terrible administration before, but we'll see what ends up happening. It probably won't mean anything. We'll probably see what happens, but
go from there. This is why I don't watch news anymore. Next up, AMC has its best financial quarter since COVID, but audience numbers are still lower than pre-COVID, but it's on the uprise, so it don't matter.
Yeah, so fiscally they're doing really well. This is the best quarter that they've had since COVID, which makes sense. This year's box office is about I want to say 500 million or something ahead of last year, so we're actually doing a lot better this year for the entire kind of global box office, which is good. I mean, we're getting a lot of original movies, a lot of big things like Obsession, Project Hail Mary, The Odyssey, all these things leading the way. So,
and really, so many more coming out later on this year too.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten Dune, we haven't gotten Doomsday, we haven't gotten Spider-Man yet. There's a lot of big stuff still coming.
We could have another Obsession movie too that does financially well that no one really saw coming either.
Yeah, to be honest, I have no idea. So, but next up here, Sony Pictures is in talks to reopen Hollywood's shuttered Cinerama Dome and former ArcLight multiplex. No word on an opening date. This is kind of concerning. Netflix also owns the Egyptian Theater in Los Angeles, which it uses for its own premieres and stuff, which it kind of pushes their movies to the front instead of others, which I don't like. If that's what Sony is going to do for the Cinerama Dome, that's also really potentially painful. So we'll see what ends up coming of this. I mean, it's good to see a piece of like film history reopen, but it is what's
going to come of it. Yeah, it should be used for everybody. So that's just me though. Avengers Doomsday has already sold 16.5 million in advance ticket sales on its first day of availability. I mean, it's going to be, again, one of the biggest openings I think Avengers has had in a while, because we haven't had an Avengers movie in what? Endgame, right?
Since Endgame. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest movie we've had since then was Spider-Man No Way Home and then Deadpool and Wolverine. So, this is the next big one. These pre-sale numbers are already beating Deadpool and Wolverine as well. So this has the potential to be one of the bigger kind of post-COVID box office movies for the MCU, and we know that they need it. I mean, this is also one of the most viewed trailers in Disney history. So I think everyone is really clamoring for this movie.
Yep.
Next up, pretty cool news. If your name is Kane Parsons, but everyone in the film industry right now wants Kane Parsons. Warner Bros. And HBO apparently pitched him a film plus HBO Max deal. Universal has made a substantial pitch, and A24 has already offered him a 3-year first look deal valued at $65 million, the biggest deal that A24 has ever offered or made. Awesome.
Good for him, first of all, but
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I would want to be maybe more independent, not be strung down.
I would hope that they allow him to keep his independent spirit and do things the way that he wants to do them. We saw that with Backrooms. It works. It worked really well, and I think he has kind of said that he kind of wants to stay in that realm with the A20 with the Backrooms stuff. So he'll probably go with the A24 deal. I think A24 is just a better studio because it allows him to do whatever he wants. Going to someone like Warner Brothers, who's already facing potential buyout, and then Universal possibly could hurt his career, I think. So, who knows? But I am really excited for his career. He's kind of said that he may not want to do films as a career and kind of stick more towards just content creation, whatever, meets whatever he wants to do. Which he sounds like a true art forward person, which is really great. Also, the A24 deal might be on the rocks because of their recent AI investment, and he is really opposed to that. He's been very outspoken about that. So who knows? Who
knows indeed. But last up, upcoming Call of Duty movie will be based on the Modern Warfare series. Hopefully the earlier ones and not the later ones where it didn't turn out so well.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what this could possibly be. It's made by a director I'm not that big a fan of, but it's being written by the guy who did Yellowstone and Hell or High Water and a bunch of other really well written stuff. So it's got the possibility and the potential to be good, but we'll see. But that is it for the news stories this week. Not a lot of news stories, but the things we had were pretty big. So,
everybody's going to the theater this week too.
Yeah, all the studios were afraid to put anything out this week because we'll talk about it later. Nothing's coming out this week.
Yeah. So. Well, did you see at what is it called, CinemaCon or whatever it's called, where they have all like the big movies where Sony's there?
You mean like Comic-Con?
No. It's for movies though.
CinemaCon. Yeah.
Yeah, CinemaCon, where Sony's president asked the theaters to stop doing ads, like so many ads at the beginning of the trailer and stuff.
Yep. Everyone wants less ads, but that's how they make their money.
I mean, when I went to go see the Odyssey at 11 o'clock, get there at 10:50. Odyssey didn't start until 11:30. It's a 3-hour movie.
Well,
yeah.
That's why you take a day and you just watch a movie. But next up, let's go ahead and talk about the movies that are coming in onto streaming. And only one big one to talk about this week, and that's Masters of the Universe is now on Prime. We'll talk about it a little later. I actually watched this movie today while I was, taking care of some stuff. And we'll talk about it later. But it is now available to watch if you didn't get to catch this in theaters. So that's the only movie now streaming. But let's go ahead and talk about the trailers that came out this week. And we had quite a few big ones. All these movies are big movies. So really kind of exciting stuff here. Kevin, I know what the answer is going to be. But what stood out to you this week?
I mean, a Doomsday always is going to stand out, but seeing the other mommy in IMAX theaters getting everybody scared the shit out of when she's underneath the table is absolutely fantastic. So I think it's going to be maybe a dark horse movie that comes out that looks very interesting. But I mean, everything else on at the top of these are, I mean, I can't wait for I can't wait for all of them to come out. Especially, Clayface has gotten up there as one of my most anticipated because of just how dark and grotesque it looks.
Yeah, Clayface looks like it is going to be fantastic. Like a true superhero horror movie, and I'm really excited for it. Doomsday looks like it's going to be the big event movie that's going to get everyone into the theaters this year. I will say I really liked Mr. Downey Jr.'s voice as Dr. Doom in the beginning. Sounds really good, and it doesn't sound anything like his other
Iron
characters.
Man. Yeah.
But Clayface, End of Oak Street, Spider-Man, I mean, Other Mommy and The Uprising, all of them look good,
Mhm.
but Doomsday was definitely the kind of standout in terms of, like, we finally got the trailer. I think that's what everyone's been saying. But
Exactly.
we had a couple comments here, though. Did not expect Prince. Okay, it's not called Flowerville Street; it's End of Oak Street. So, all right. Well, all right. Let's go ahead and talk about the box office, Kevin.
Yeah, so box office, I mean, no surprise here. Odyssey was coming in with $123.5 million in first place. Moana, 17.9 million. Toy Story 5 still hanging in with 13.8, as well as Minions with 13.6. And then Evil Dead Burns, but that's okay. He's still in the top 5 with $4.7 million. I mean, obviously, you knew Odyssey was just going to take over the theaters, especially with how many versions of it has and how much praise it's getting as well. I mean, I can't say enough praise about it. And seeing all of the interviews now with like all of the casts and how adored they liked working with Nolan and stuff. I want to go back in his cinematography days and see if he has gotten better throughout his years or if he has been consistently like this.
Definitely. Yeah. It's it's good to see because it genuinely brought people to the theater, which is really something special. But yeah, Moana really not doing numbers right now. It is. I was just checking its kind of earnings here. It made 183 million global so far on a budget of like 275 million or something like that. So it is flopping hard, which good. I mean, but no one wanted it.
Nope.
You know, I mean, I am happy that there's a movie that people could take their kids to and their kids would enjoy it. You know,
I don't know. I think I would prefer them to go see Minions because it's about film.
But at least there's options, right? Like all three of them are kind of around the same. Everyone was clearly going to see the Odyssey this week, so. But there's, it's 3 family movies out of 5, you know, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about what's new this weekend, though. And no one's really putting stuff out because
I wonder why.
We're kind of waiting for so but let's go ahead and talk about the movies that come out this week. Up first is Pinocchio Unstrung, a dark coming-of-age reimagining of Pinocchio. This unsettling tale follows the iconic puppet's disturbing journey toward becoming real. This, of course, is the Pinocchio that is set in the Pooniverse, the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey universe. This is actually directed by Reese Frake Waterfield, who was, I want to say, no, he is not the director on those. What was he the director? He also did, he did Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 1 and 2. So this is his return to directing one. And the reviews on the movie right now have it like a 7.1 on IMDb, which seems pretty decently high.
Okay.
Which is kind of weird. No critic reviews yet, which we probably won't see any. But up second is Hadestown, the musical. This is a musical juxtaposition of the Orpheus Eurydice story and Hades Persephone myths that examines the way real life can impact our quest for a perfect world. This is a movie camera filmed version of the Broadway musical. So kind of like the Hamilton movie was a recording of the stage play. This is the same thing, but with Hadestown, which is a really popular Broadway musical kind of being brought to the big screen for 5 nights only. So you can go see it this weekend. Up after that is Her Private Hell. I'm really excited about this. It's a hypnotic, unhinged thriller with an original story promising plenty of glamour, sex, and violence. That is all it's written about the story. This is coming to us, though, from excuse me, Nicholas Winding Refn, who was the director of Drive and Neon Demon, notable friend of Mr. Hideo Kojima. So that's coming out this week. Reviews seem to be a little less than mixed, which is what I was expecting at all. But up after that is Sheep in the Box. Set in the near future, Otone Komodo works as an architect. She is married to Kensuke Komodo, who runs a construction company. The married couple decide to welcome a humanoid robot into their home as their son. We saw the trailer for this. It looks pretty interesting. And looks like it's going to be releasing pretty limited in terms of in theaters. It is a Japanese movie, but not animated. It is live action. So I'm actually kind of excited for this. The trailer looked pretty good. So, maybe for time, I'll go check it out. But who knows? Alrighty. But that is it for the stuff coming out this weekend. That kind of ends the scheduled written portion of the show. Now we get to do our favorite part. Well, our new favorite parts.
Yeah.
Which is what, Kevin?
We're going to start out with Pyramid this time, if you have it up.
Ooh, well, let me go ahead and change that music up real quick. We're going to change it to the movie Pyramid. We're doing Pyramid first at Kevin's request. So let's go ahead and get to it. Movie Pyramid. It's at the first level. Released from 1990 to 2026 with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Iron Man.
Alrighty. Kevin says Iron Man.
I thought it wasn't going on there for a second. I was like, I'm pretty sure she's in that.
Right.
The newest one, Marty Supreme.
Okay. We're cooking here. Kevin's cooking.
That's it. That's all I have.
Oh, come on, man.
Easy answer. I'm not gonna put Iron Man 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna try for different ones.
You're missing another one.
Oh, yeah.
Not Ed Game.
Ed Game.
Ed Game. Of course, she was in that one. She got her armor on. Lastly, I'm going to say Shakespeare in Love, the movie that should not have won Best Picture, that won instead of Saving Private Ryan. Next up, 3 or more word title, Benicio del Toro. Very interesting to have Benicio del Toro. Sicario, Day of the Soldado is one of them. 3 or more word title with Mr. Benicio del Toro. He was also in Star Wars The Last Jedi. What else we want to say here? We have some comments coming in as well. A Perfect Murder.
Is that for Gwyneth?
Is that for Gwyneth Paltrow, or is that for Benicio del Toro? Fear and Loathing, I believe... Oh, no, it's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Is that Benicio del Toro? Yes, it was. Thank you, Fox Pixar. Alrighty. Next up, we have... Title starts with A through H, and it has Rosamund Pike.
I don't even know who...
Easy, Gone Girl.
Oh, it was for Gwen, for
Gwyneth Paltrow.
A Perfect Murder. Yep.
Yeah, nice call, Fox. Fear and Loathing. I totally forgot that movie. I always think of Johnny Depp when I think of that one. A through H with Rosamund Pike.
I don't even know who this person is. I'm so sorry.
I mean, you can Google her and kind of see what she looks like. She was also in what's it called? Saltburn. Can't really think of. I'm trying to think of anything else she's been in that would have a name towards the beginning. Might have to open it up to chat on this one. Trying to think. I'm going to try and pull one out of my butt here.
I mean, you can save that for after stream, but...
I think she was in a James Bond movie. And I want to say it was Die Another Day.
Well, okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay.
I do remember she was a Bond girl. All right. Brendan Gleeson and a one-word title, Ignore the... Like Banshees of Inisherin. Oh dear Lord. This is gonna drive me nuts. Oh, actually, if I click on his name, it pulls up a picture.
Oh.
That's funny. I have no idea. Brendan Gleeson.
Is he Mad Eye Moody?
He was Mad Eye Moody, yes.
Okay. That's the only place I know him from. So I ain't gonna help. I got nothing.
I was gonna say he's in Paddington too, but that's not a one-word answer. I mean, it's worth a shot, right? Does a number count? We have 3 guesses. It's not a one-word title.
Okay.
Oh man, this is hurting my brain.
Does chat see anything? Don't think so. Nadia's a Joker. I don't think he's in Joker. Is he?
In Joker? Goblet of Fire is more than one word. It has to be a one-word title. No, he was in Joker 2, actually. He was a guard at the prison. Why do I feel like... I know he's kind of Scottish. I'm going to take a shot in the dark here. I'm going to say Braveheart. Yay!
Okay.
All right.
I was no help.
Well, One Battle After Another we forgot.
Oh.
And Usual Suspects.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Well, that's it for Movie Pyramid. What next, Kevin?
Let's do. Oh gosh, the scene one.
Framed or Movie
Framed.
Grid?
That's what it's called.
Framed. All righty, we're doing Framed. Oh, this is a. Okay, I don't know what this one is from this one picture.
Nope, I don't.
Oh.
Is this Sparta or Troy?
No, it's Troy. I've been seeing images from this all week.
Yeah.
Because these people are like, oh, why was Troy so much better? It wasn't. It would not have been white. Anyhow. All right, what next? Flickle or Movie Grid?
Movie Grid.
All right, Movie Grid time. We're going to end on Flickle today.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got Sandra Bullock, Will Ferrell, and Marissa Tomei. I'm going to go ahead and do this one right here.
Okay.
My Uncle Vinny. Where's B? There it is. Isn't it My Uncle Vinny? My Cousin Vinny, excuse me. Jeez Louise. Yeah, My Cousin Vinny. She's the best part of that movie. I'll tell you right now.
Will Ferrell, A through H, Blades of Glory.
Ooh, okay. This is where Kevin's going to come in clutch. Let's see here. Will Ferrell. I mean, for this one, Step Brothers.
Or Talladega Nights.
We'll do the better one, Step Brothers.
Okay. I through P with Will Ferrell.
Ooh, Fox Pixar says Kicking and Screaming.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yep. There's 2 kicking and screamings. That's weird.
Yeah, it's just one has the ampersand and one has the word in. Marissa Tomei. I'm gonna say Spider-Man. I'll just say
Marissa Tomei is the Aunt May, right?
She's Aunt May. Yeah. Also, we could have said the wrestler. God, Marissa Tomei. I'm trying to think of what else she's been in with like A through H.
Sandra Bullock would be Gravity for one of them.
Ooh, there you go. There, Kevin's cooking. And the second one here is The Proposal.
Mm.
And then I need something else that she is. We need a Marissa Tomei for A through H, and then a Sandra Bullock Q through Z.
What do we have, chat?
This is where we are going to have to start. I'm trying to think so hard right now.
Oh, Sandra Bullock's in Speed.
Yeah. Oh my! I can't believe I didn't think of that one. One of her first movies. All right, and then Marissa Tomei. Man,
I'm probably not going to know any of them except for the wrestler and what's it called, Spider-Man.
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm fine just kind of giving up. I can't think of an A through H for her.
I don't know.
All right. No worries. Oh, Crazy Stupid Love.
Didn't watch that one.
Got it. Alrighty. Alrighty, well, that only leaves one game, Kevin.
That's Flickle.
It's time for Flickle. Yeah, it's Crazy Stupid Love. Just saw that, Nadia. Good call. Good call. Alrighty. Here's the first clip. Oh. I know immediately what this is.
Okay, go for it, because I have no idea. Oh, it is. Because of how gross it looks.
Yep. It looks terrible. Alrighty. Well, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Literally what I said. Yeah, the chat's a little delayed, unfortunately. We probably should have waited just a little longer. I think that was our bad. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and talk about the movies we saw this week, Kevin.
Yeah. And we saw the same amount. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, let's talk about the movie we both saw.
Yes, in theater, in IMAX. How Nolan wanted to see it. This was The Odyssey. I guess I'm going first because I know his score. And this is an absolute fantastic under 3 hour adventure movie with so many great practical effects that I'm still wondering how they did to this day, how Christopher did it. The atmosphere around everything is also so fantastic. I mean, obviously, I'm not going into spoilers because you should definitely go watch this because it's that good of a movie. But everybody in here, as a main character or as a side character, are fantastic. I enjoyed everybody, even down to like the minute details. The freaking dog was the star of the show half the time, which was fantastic. But it was just so good, and you're on an adventure the entire time, and it's so whimsical. So definitely go see it. If you can't see it in IMAX, just see it in regular. I liked seeing it in IMAX though because it was cool, and a cool sold out theater in IMAX was pretty sick as well. So I gave it 100 out of 100. Please go support this movie. I absolutely love it.
There you go. For me, I gave The Odyssey a 99 out of 100. I thought this was up there. I think it's my number one now movie of the year. I'm really going to have to figure out whether I like this more or whether I like Project Hail Mary more. But man, this is a staggering achievement of a film. I think it's one of Nolan's best films. I do have two very small negatives. Number one, there's some editing in the beginning of this movie that is really bad. Okay. There's conversations that happen between people, and it cuts back and forth so quick. Like during sentences, it just looked really bad. Also, there is one sequence that has a CGI component to it, which I don't know how they would have done it practical. But that was a little undercooked. But other than that, this movie is incredible. The cast is incredible. The cinematography is incredible. The music, oh my god, the music in this movie is so good.
Can we say how they did the music? Because I was looking, it's all on Instagram right now because it's all reels of that. They used like replicas of Greek music, instruments, and if they couldn't find one, they'd made one that looked like it, and oh my, it's gorgeous. I mean, even I think it's in the trailer when he pulls the bow and the dong happens. Oh my gosh, like I can hear it just talking about it right now.
Yeah, great sound. They had to create reeds for a 3,000-year-old instrument that didn't even have them anymore. Production design is immaculate. You feel the weight and the scale of everything, and the storytelling is really personal in between all that too, which I really like. There's also 2 moments in this movie that are among the scariest things I've seen all year.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And Nolan needs to make his horror movie now.
After seeing that, I am waiting for his horror movie.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think all of us are. And it also it also captures the deterioration of a civilization at that time really well, and they play with that idea at the end of the movie, which I really like. But I think this movie is really, really good. Whoever thinks anything controversial about this movie clearly hasn't seen it, or is just a racist, hateful, bigoted person. So this movie is fantastic. Go see it. It's one of the best movies of the year, if not the best movie so far. And so but let's go ahead and dive right in. Now we each have 2 movies. We'll go ahead and we'll start with you, Kevin.
Yes, what's mine? Oh, Goat, because you saw it last week and I saw it this week, and it was good. It's not the greatest movie or anything like that, but it's
not the GOAT.
No, it's not. Unfortunately, they wanted it to be the GOAT, but K-pop Demon Hunters came out on Netflix. So, but it was cool. It made basketball a little interesting with the court differences and stuff like that. I thought that was very cool. I did see a lot of things you talked about yesterday where it looks very AI in the background and some of the locations, and yeah, it definitely does. But it's a very predictable story, unfortunately, and it was okay up until that point. I was just there to see what the arenas looked like. I'm a sports fan, so the arenas where you go to have fun, and if you go to different arenas, there's different things that you can do. So I'm glad that they played into that with all of the different basketball arenas and the court differences and stuff. So that was really fun to me, and the animation was okay. It wasn't the best, and it does look a little like line sketchy, even though they wanted to do that, but it was too much of that. I maybe would have refined it a little bit, but 65 out of 100, still not the best, but I probably won't watch it again, to be honest. So
there you go. I had another 2026 movie, went and saw this in theaters over the weekend, which was The Invite, directed by Olivia Wilde, starring Olivia Wilde, Seth Rogen, Penelope Cruz, and Edward Norton. And this is a sublimely written modern drama comedy that feels very down to earth, and it feels like you're watching a Broadway play, honestly, except for some fun cinematography and things like that. I do think that Olivia Wilde has redeemed herself after Don't Worry Darling with this movie. This feels akin to films like My Dinner with Andre, where the conversation is what you're there to see, and that's where the drama and the tension and the comedy comes from. The script is so good. The dialogue is fantastic. It's funny, it's poignant, it's smart, and it's full of a lot of little nuances, which I really liked. And the performances are incredible. Seth Rogen and Olivia Wilde are delivering top of their career performances. I actually think this is Seth Rogen's best role that I've seen.
Ooh, okay.
I have not watched The Studio yet on Apple TV, but I've heard nothing positive things about him in that. He is absolutely incredible here, kind of playing a realistic, grounded version of himself, which is kind of interesting. And Wilde also playing a really kind of down-to-earth character as well. They're flawed. They're very much flawed, but they feel more like real human beings because of it. Penelope Cruz and Edward Norton, the same. They are so much fun in this movie, particularly Edward Norton, who is one of the most underrated actors. We just saw a lot of his really good work in Birdman a couple months ago when we watched that for a movie club. And then when it all bubbles over in this movie, it goes places I wasn't expecting. And I'm not going to spoil any of that here. I do think that it does kind of sag a little bit in the middle in terms of pacing, just a little bit. But it's not much to distract you from what is truly a special second film from Olivia Wilde. I hope this gets some awards attention, particularly for its script. I think the script was really good.
Nice. Very cool. Yeah. My next one up is Married to the Mob. I think this is on the Criterion channel, and I just saw it and wanted to watch it. It's a crime comedy movie that I've heard little mixed things about. I will say Michelle Pfeiffer is fantastic in this movie of being a mom that wants to just get out of the mob, but they keep coming back for her, and she doesn't know how to get them away, trying to live a new life, but gets just caught up in everything. I just really love that there's not a lot of comedy like slapstick comedy in this movie, but a lot of like mob comedy where the wife is going crazy thinking that Mike is cheating on him, which he technically is, but she's going all crazy and it looks crazy to him, and she's trying to calm him down, which I thought was really funny. The kid in this movie is actually really funny as well, because he just doesn't understand why they're moving and why everything needs to downsize, because everything was that Alec Baldwin's character was doing was illegal, because he's too young to know that yet. So I thought that was really funny as too. Alec Baldwin is really good in this movie until it's an older movie. He gets killed in this movie, so he's still really good in it. It was just a fun movie that you can put on, especially if you want like a comedy crime movie. It's an hour and 40 minutes. It went by really fast, and I really enjoyed it. So 74 out of 100.
Alrighty. And that, for me, is going to bring it to my last movie, going back to 2026 with Masters of the Universe, which is now able to watch on Prime Video here in the United States. And I would say this movie was fine. It was actually a little bit better than I was expecting. I'll be perfectly honest and say that I have no experience with this franchise whatsoever. I know the names of like Skeletor and He-Man, but I don't really know any of the lore. I don't know the world. I don't know any of the side characters, really. So just wanted to make that abundantly clear. I do think this movie was enjoyable. I do think it is fun. I do not think, though, that it was anything really worth writing home about. It definitely felt like it was directed by the right person. Travis Knight was the right person to direct this. He did the same thing with Bumblebee, where he made this 80s franchise feel relatable and kind of real, which I really enjoyed. I think the performances are fine. The kind of visual design clearly harkens back to the original cartoons in a fun way. And the action has some fun set-piece moments. I do think, though, that there's a couple little pieces of humor that didn't really work for me here and there. And the film's visual effects at some points did look a little weird. And I'm not calling it AI. The film is AI-free. It doesn't use AI at all. But it just kind of has that feeling. Like I can't tell what's real and what's fake, because it blends a little maybe too well. Yeah, and it's like, because like there's points where the visual effects just look really good, but it's like it shouldn't be that good. It's like I don't know. That's what makes me kind of like trigger a response in my head. Yeah. But when you're talking about why this movie has some good points to it, you cannot avoid talking about Jared Leto as Skeletor. He is the best part of this movie. He is his first good performance in a very long time. Dear God, whoever thought that they wanted to pick him to play the sassy gay skeleton is really funny, and it really works. Like, it's great. Also, I did like Nicholas Galitzine as Adam, or He-Man. I thought he was charming. I thought he had good charisma. And he had like this boyish stupidity that I thought really worked for what they were trying to do with the character in certain points. The rest of the performances are fine. I wouldn't say anyone's bad. No one's really great either. It's just kind of middle of the road. My biggest problem with this movie is I just did not care about anything. Like, I don't have any connection to this universe. The story wasn't deep enough for me to really care about what was going on. It's not on Earth. Maybe that's kind of a weird thing to say, because I care about things in like Marvel and space and stuff. But like, I don't know. It just nothing caught me and made me like emotionally invested in what was going on. So you don't have that childhood connection like you would with maybe a Marvel. I've had movies where I don't have a connection and then I really enjoy it. But I think this was just one of those movies where I was like, it's fine. Honestly, that's the thing. It's fine. It's just the midsection feels pretty dull. It follows a formula part that I don't really like. I know a lot of people were concerned about it being set on Earth for a long time. You don't have to worry about that. It's not. Which I was relieved by, but it's just not the best. It's not great, but it was fine. You know, I had some fun with it. I laughed out loud a couple of times, mostly because of Skeletor. But, but that is it for the reviews there. Okay. Alrighty, but let's go ahead and talk about the movies we watched for the wheel spin, Kevin. And you're short.
History of the World in 3 minutes flat, and I wish I got those 3 minutes back. It was just in my review, I put it does its part in showing you how the history of the world in 3 minutes, but it doesn't give you enough time to kind of put it into your brain that what you saw, because a lot of it is here's this. Okay, 3 minutes is up. That's it. And it's like, okay, but what actually happened? Like, I couldn't tell you who comes after they said Adam and Eve, and who eat the apple. I don't know what happens until maybe there's pyramids. But everything in between, I couldn't tell you what happened because it's going way too fast. It's not explaining itself. Yeah. It's unfortunately, and the animation is not pretty in my opinion. It's not. It's hand drawn, which is really cool. Like, don't get me wrong about that, but it looked ugly to me. It looked rushed. It looked like it was just like, okay, you need to do this in 3 minutes. And then we'll put it as the history of the world in 3 minutes. And that's what it looked like to me. So I gave it 22 out of 100, unfortunately. But that's how it is over here, unfortunately.
Gotta be honest. Gotta be honest. For me, my short was Good Scouts, which is a Donald Duck and Huey, Dewey, and Louie short.
Yep.
But this one was set in kind of the outdoors. Donald Duck is kind of playing their scoutmaster as they go out for a little journey. And I thought this was a cute little short. It had some good animation. I like the 30s designs of these characters more than anything else. So it was really nice to see here. I wouldn't say it was particularly memorable. There wasn't really anything like super funny about it. But it had a charm. It just has a charm to it that I really enjoyed. It also, I'm an Eagle Scout, so it does bring back some of those positive memories of being out in the Boy Scouts, you know, before kind of finding out how bad of an organization it is. But, you know, that's fine. I thought it was good. 75 out of 100 for me.
Nice. I'll go with my movie Firestarter. I mix it up every time I typed it into Google too. This is a very interesting movie because it is a sci-fi horror movie about like telekinesis, mind powers, and such like that they get from I think it's Lot X or something, like Lot 6, which is a drug. And at first when watching it, because it just shows off them doing testing on people with drugs, I thought it was LSD, which I thought was good. This is going to be a trip and a half, and it was, because the two main characters have a kid, and the kid has superpowers. Pretty much, that's what happened. It is a little long, unfortunately, because there are some spots in this movie where it does drag a little bit, and sometimes it is a little bit predictable in some ways. It's something happens, the girl freaks out, stuff goes on fire. Oh, let's run away. Something happens, freaks out, stuff on fire. I really did like what was his name? John Rainbird, who's played by George Scott. He's kind of the villain in this movie, but not at the same time, because his character has so many levels to it that when at the end of the movie, I kind of felt for him. Like, he was like, oh, he's just in the wrong, unfortunately, because of how he was raised and how he used his manipulative powers for bad, and that's all he knows how to do. But he used to be a Vietnam veteran, and he gets scared of the dark, and Charlie, the little girl that it's on the poster, comforts him, and it made you feel like he was human when Charlie was comforting him during that moment, which I thought that was fantastic. Drew Barrymore does absolutely fantastic job in here. A lot of times kid actors can get annoying. She does get a tiny bit annoying at some points in this movie, but once she gets into those feeling moments, she absolutely kicks it out of the park with that. So I give it a 77 out of 100, but I did want to know more about the drug that they gave them more than like the family aspect of it, because it would have been cool to see the wrong experiments kind of go haywire. So
gotcha. Cool. My movie, as selected by Kevin, was Big World from 2024. This is a Chinese film about a young man with, I don't want to get it wrong, I think he has cerebral palsy, and it's kind of a life-affirming, very kind of positive human drama, but I wouldn't say that it is manipulative, right? Like, it doesn't manipulate your feelings. It's someone who's genuinely a good character to kind of identify with and follow, and I think the film's incredibly successful because of its main star, Jackson Yee, who does an incredible job of, for lack of a better word, transforming into this character, and playing him with a human quality and a quality that just makes him so endlessly lovable and supportable. And he's surrounded by great performances as well. His grandmother was particularly fantastic. When the film does play a little bit with some forced sentimentality that I'm not too big a fan of, when it's kind of like enforcing how you should feel about a certain sequence, but it doesn't happen as much as nearly a lot of other films, especially like Western films that kind of deal with similar topics. This one, it's mostly handled exceptionally. You do see him as a character that is a fully rounded human being instead of someone who we're supposed to feel pity for. This is someone who you're rooting for, you want to see the good things for. And especially like I said, here in the West, it's a lot of cringy, kind of over sentiment, cheesy type stuff. This one, not as much. I do think it's a little slow in the pacing, but if you want to watch one of the better dramas about humanizing people with disabilities, and reminding us that they live just as full lives, then definitely check this one out. I will say it's kind of weird to see this coming from China, knowing their policies on people with disability. Not policies, but kind of cultural stigmas. I did want to look that up after the movie because I was like, I'm pretty sure they're not too big on that, and it depends on where you go. But it is cool to see that this was a huge movie and a huge success. So, good stuff. Honestly,
nice.
Good movie.
Very cool.
Alrighty, but that is going to bring us to the end of our review segments. So if anyone has. Kevin be like, how dare this short that has 3 minutes in the title actually be 3 minutes?
It just felt so rushed, and that's the only problem with it.
Also, there's a lot of history they skip over.
Oh yeah,
So
there was no dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, no dinosaurs. Nothing else really that good in it, unfortunately. But I love any use of that emoji is great.
Yes.
Alrighty, Joey has got some shorts. If anyone has anything they would like to add to the wheel, please go ahead and let us know. But Kevin, what is this elusive thing called the wheel?
Well, it's not elusive. It's just on a web page. Anybody can use it. But this is our wheel. You have to have access to it. And it's where we get picked a movie and a short, and we watch it. And we come back here next week, same time, same place, and talk about it.
That's absolutely correct. Going ahead and just getting in some of these shorts from Joey, which Joey, I would love to hear. I don't know if you saw. I know you're a big He-Man guy. I know we talked about it before. I'm curious to see what you thought of Masters of the Universe.
Or if he hasn't seen it, it's on Prime Video right now.
There you go. And then Nadia says Basket Case. I think I have already seen Basket Case. I want to say it was because of you and Significant putting it on the wheel. Yeah, I have seen it before. Kevin, have you reviewed Basket Case?
I am looking.
No worries. I'll go ahead and
I have not reviewed it, so put it on the wheel.
Ooh, okay. Let me make sure it's not on here already. It is not.
Okay.
It's gonna be a Kevin one. Alrighty. Any other movies? Anyone has any feature length or short length films they would like to add to the wheel. We'll go ahead and give another minute. Kevin, what kind of movie are you looking for this week?
I got a wrong time to answer that. I got Firestarter last week, which was still a decent, good movie. I don't know, dude. Like, I'm so down for anything right now. It's summer, blockbuster season's upon us. Next week is Spider-Man. What is it? New World? It's not New World.
Brand New Day.
Thank you. That's what it is. So anything that would be fun. I think, which is all movies. So.
Joey says, I am not a He-Man, but my friend is. But I'm still interested to see it. Hey, well, it's on Prime Video as of today. And I think Joey said he watched the Netflix animated series when it came out and wasn't too big on it. I think he might like this one maybe a little bit better. So
okay.
As for me, I've kind of been in a horror mood lately. I don't know what it is. So hopefully I get something a little spooky. Before we get into
can
Halloween.
give you some horror movies if it lands on me again, so don't you worry about that.
There we go. But let's go ahead and get to the wheel spin. Let me go ahead and save the wheel of movies here. We'll go to the wheel of shorts, and we'll go ahead and spin it up. Kevin.
Yep, I short.
You're short. Let's see here.
Like, can't pick for myself. Oh,
Red's Dream. 1987, which I want to say is a Pixar short. Yes, it is.
Yep.
It's one of the first ones from Pixar. Alrighty.
Well, that clown's going to be in my nightmares, but keep going. Yeah, let's go.
You're in the mood for horror because it's Summerween, Doy.
True.
Yeah. It's always, hey, as soon as 4th of July is over, is Halloween time as far as I'm concerned. But if we're gonna start putting Christmas out early, we're doing Halloween early.
No.
No, that's what I'm saying. If people start putting it
early, okay,
we're gonna start putting Halloween out early. That's what I'm saying. Alrighty, that's Kevin's short this week. Let me go ahead and close that, and then Red's Dream. Go ahead and put a G on that. Shuffle, and spin. And my short this week will be Kevin's pick for me as a short.
God damn it. All right.
So we'll go ahead and let Kevin look. We'll save the wheel and we'll go into the wheel of movies. While Kevin's taking a look around, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, Joey says Red's Dream, one of the few times I hated Pixar. Okay. Let's go ahead and spin for Kevin's movie. Kevin is getting Drop Dead Fred.
Okay.
What the heck is Drop Dead Fred?
No idea.
Wow. All right. That is a movie.
Oh, God.
Alrighty. Well, let's see what Kevin thinks about that next week. We'll go ahead and remove it from the wheel, shuffle it up, and spin for my movie this week. Kevin picked for me for a short, so if it lands on Kevin's pick again, we will respin. That is a Kevin movie, First Blood Part 1. I'm not going to be able to watch that because I've already reviewed it, so I'll respin. It's another Kevin movie. Shuffle, and spin. We're also watching Christine at some point in the future. So Kevin can't pick for me. He already did. God, I've never had to spin this many times, I don't think, on the movie wheel. A Man Called Hero. 1999. Oops. A Man Called Hero. Oh, it is a action movie? Yeah. Nice. I'm here for it. Actually, hold on. It is not available anywhere. Unfortunately, I cannot. There's nowhere I can get it, so I'm gonna have to respin. Fifth time's the charm.
Mm-hmm. No, like last week we couldn't find. I want to eat your pancreas.
Yes, true. Dr. Giggles.
Oh, look, a horror movie
from 1992. Oh, I've heard of this movie before. Alrighty. Fun. All here for it. Looks cheesier than I wanted it to be.
You ready?
Alrighty. So what is my short, Kevin?
I don't even know how to say it. So it's Paparia, Puparia.
Paparia?
Yeah. Hopefully that's streaming somewhere.
From 2020?
Yes. Oh, is that a film? Oh, it's 3 minutes. Never mind. Yes, that one.
Oh, it's on YouTube. Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Is that on Letterboxd though?
It is.
Okay, cool.
I got the YouTube link from Letterboxd.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. Alrighty. So I'll be checking that out this week. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and link it on there. Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and remove that off the list and save.
Ooh, someone put a hyperlink. Sorry.
Anyhow, alrighty. So Kevin will be watching the short Red's Dream from 1987, and we'll be watching the feature-length film Drop Dead Fred. I will be watching the short Paparia, and then we'll be watching the horror film Dr. Giggles for my assignment for next week. But that is going to be it for this week's show. Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, we have this live stream. It goes live every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we also have a show called Movie Club that's supposed to come out on Fridays, and I completely forgot to edit it until like Tuesday or yesterday or Monday or something. I don't even remember, but it's online now. But this week's upcoming one is the oldest movie we've covered as far as this month so far. We're taking a look at 1928's film The Man Who Laughs. Will be the film we're covering this week on Movie Club. It goes live on Friday at 4 a.m. as long as I remember to edit it, which I'll probably do tonight. But that is going to be it. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching and for joining us. We love every single one of you for joining us here. And that's all that I have, and I'm sure that's all that Kevin has. So have a fantastic rest of your week. And until next time, make sure you keep those eyes on the screen. Have a great weekend, everyone. Or week, weekend, day, whatever. Whatever it is, have a good one of them.